After losing it all in McGregor, Iowa, I decided to move all the way to Teton, Iowa to find out if I can revive my old family farm. Can we make money? Will we lose again? Find out in today's video. Alrighty, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Right now, we are sitting here waiting on the harvester to fill up. I got one of the boys working in it right now. I think it's Jimmy. I really don't know. I'm not good with names. I'm getting old.
I'm over 72. And I feel great.
But Jimmy's over there doing a really good job inside the harvest. I think he's getting close to full. I don't know how full he is. He told me that these fields have been yielding pretty bad. So I've been looking at Facebook Marketplace, and I think I found an old harvester that I got told from an old man right here that said has some interesting history and is somewhat linked to me. I don't really know the full story. The man said that I can come by. He's going to tell me the history of everything. Kind of just reading me what happened. By the way, if you see yourself at all liking today's video, please do me a favor, like and subscribe. It really does not cost you anything, and thank you so very much for me and this team. We just unloaded him enough. I'm gonna let him keep going, but we got a large amount of beans that need to get harvested. As you can see, this needs to get harvested, these need to get harvested, all these over here need to get harvested. We have a lot of beans that need to be harvested, which we can do with our harvester, but it'd be nice to maybe get another harvester. Whenever we get into the harvester, it seems like it's gonna be a little bit. We actually need to come over here to the K-Site H, aka the International Farm Mall. So what we need to do is I need this right here. And by the way, guys, I did hear some bad news. The next video you guys see will actually be us back over there in McGregor, Iowa. I did find out that my Uncle Buck and my Uncle Grant both ended up passing away over the last few days.
No, it can't be.
And so, of course, we do have to go and pay our respects. I also got told they left me something in their will. I didn't think them old two geezers actually cared about me enough to do that. So we got to go ahead and do this right here. And this is going to be the bin we're going to put the corn in. I'm hoping the other bin is going to be good for soybean. All right. So what we got to do, we actually got to go ahead and pull this on over here and hopefully unload both of these. Hey guys, real quick disclaimer. I just want to say thank y'all so very much for the support you've been giving the main channel. But ladies and gentlemen, I have a new task for y'all. We are going to try to finally get a second channel going with different types of content. If you want to see different types of content like Minecraft, 5M, anything random with fun games, we're not just staying to Farming Simulator forever, but the Farming Simulator channel is not going anywhere. So guys, please go show that second channel some love. Let's get right back into the video. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are actually unloading. I do have a better way. We can actually be unloading faster too. Hold on, we can do it. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. Right there. So we're on directly out of the auger into the Brent, directly up there. And of course, guys, this is something new that my cousins got before they decided to sell the farm. This right here is how we'll unload it, so we won't have to use this big son of a gun right here. I can also say this, guys, you might see me run this a little bit differently than the way you saw me run the 2020s. I'm gonna run this as what I would do if this was my IRL farm, guys. Just giving y'all a little bit of insight. So I'm gonna make judgment calls that maybe some of y'all may not get, but I'm making judgment calls that I would make in the state of Georgia instead of like Iowa or something like that, because there's no really good Georgia maps. Now hey, if you're working on a Georgia map, you want to let me test it, hit me up now, guys. We're gonna let that load, and while that's unloading, what we're gonna do, we're gonna hook our truck up to our trailer over there, and I guess go take a look at this harvester that I found. And they're only charging $10,000 for the harvester. They are charging about 12 grand for both the headers, because one of the headers is damaged, one of them isn't. I mean, they're all old equipment from the either 80s or 70s. I really don't know. So we need to go ahead and pull out here before that train starts to come in, and we're gonna head on down to the farm. Supposed to be one of these roads. I think it's this road coming up here. Now the farmer who owns this is a huge bean operation. He does a lot more like beans and corn, kind of like what we do. I wouldn't mind buying some of these fields. These gorgeous fields, ladies and gentlemen.
It's beautiful.
I just want to give another shout out, ladies and gentlemen, to DR Modding for letting me get a hold of this early. Thank you so very much. Antler 22, great job with it, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to be early beta tester for this, please go join his Patreon down below, and it will be for his contributor tier, which is I believe his highest tier. Please go show him some love and support, and if y'all can, like, go to Antler 22 and say here's from Rhino sent you. All right, so this is the harvester, and I guess these are the headers. Really like that bean header, but this is the harvester. It's a New Holland TR99. Maybe missing something. I can't really tell. If you can tell, leave it in the comment section down below.
I don't know.
I'm joking, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, I do see the tires missing, but he said I want it, so I'm gonna go talk to him. Holy Toledo, guys. Apparently, this right here used to be my uncle's harvester. Like my Uncle Buck and Uncle Grant, this used to be the harvester back in Asher Corners County. I think I remember somewhat of like being told, Grant telling me, be careful about driving a harvester through to the ditch because you might end up with a no wheel situation. He said that he bought it off of a auction where they were selling scrap metal. He bought it from them and he knew who it was from because he was a fan of him, because I think my uncle back then used to record what he did, like on used to take pictures or something like that. He said I can have it for $10,000 plus the $12,000 for these. It was either the bean or corn. I'm not 100% sure. I think it was the corn. One of them was on it when he hit it, so we still got to take a look at it. We may need about $5,000-$6,000 put into it, but it's gonna be worth it.
That's a great idea.
So he did tell me I could use his Volvo over here to help me load it up onto the trailer. All right, it looks like we got it up there, right there. Now he said like he doesn't think the feeder housing still works on it, but it still does crank, so we can technically drive it. So we're just gonna shut it off there. I'm gonna turn the truck around, put the camera down, and load it up. All right, so some maneuvering. The old man came out here to help me. We got it loaded up. He said that he'll do me a favor, take his harvester, connect these up, and he'll trailer them over there to my place. So he'll do that for me over the next coming days, which we don't need them right now. We do need to fix this. I've got some parts ordered. I've already got another tandem wheels ordered, a new axle ordered, all type of stuff like that ordered for it. So ladies and gentlemen, we actually went and got my uncle's old harvester. But hold up, this is where I'm gonna be like my uncle for a second. Oh, she's squatting, boys. She's squatting. We're doing pretty good. I mean, we're halfway home. We're going 50 miles an hour. There ain't nothing dangerous about this. Oh, I need to get my butt in here. All right, you see the train coming. All right, we're gonna turn on into here. I'm actually not gonna do that myself. I'm gonna take this outskirts of the bin since we've already harvested all this. Is she even gonna fit? That's oh, like a glove. I'm just gonna shut that off there, and I'm gonna jump on the inside of this right here. My guy over here, he's just been sitting there texting me saying, hey, I got this dude. By the way, guys, we are gonna pay him here pretty soon, which actually up there looks like he did go ahead and take out the money out of our account, so he has one to cash the account, which will drop off those headers once he feels able to, because we don't need them right now. We may or may not get the harvester done between now and before we need to finish the beans. But I'm also gonna say is this year I'm not owning those fields. Well, technically I own those fields, but those are still contracts underneath another people. I will be retaining them next year, so I'm not too worried about that this year. I was going to try to buy them out of their lease, but now knowing there's a good chance I won't have that harvester until next year, I'm not really going to worry about it too much.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
We're going to let this unload into this. I might hire somebody here pretty soon to come by and pick a load onto the grain. I don't know. We might wait till January because we're kind of in the middle. We're at the 400 range. We need to be at the 800 range before we start selling. And I will say this is definitely becoming the last little bit of it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch with Jimmy here, and we are gonna harvest this the rest of ourselves because this is all the corn we have left in the field, guys and girls. Alrighty, so we're getting down to the last little bit, the row of shame, and then we have officially finished up with the corn harvest. And we have finally finished corn harvest. I can hit the button inside the cab. We're gonna go unload directly into the Brent wagons as it is and be able to wrap up pretty much today, because we really don't want to touch soybeans. We can go ahead and like get a couple things swapped over for the soybean header, and we'll go ahead and drop off the corn header where we need it, which we really need just a bigger yard entirely. Like I would like to eventually look into getting another shed. Alrighty, so we're gonna take this over here, and since I have nowhere and I know where my bean header is, and this will be about the best spot for it right now. Before the end of harvest, I need to make sure I pick that back up and put it back on the front of this. So we'll hook up to this right here and bring it where it needs to go. Alrighty, so we gotta do a couple things in here. We got to swap those things out back here in the back, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get this ready for bean harvest, ladies and gentlemen. But this will be the end of today's episode, ladies and gentlemen. If y'all want to see more stuff like this, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, do what you best. But guys and girls, we'll see you next time. Peace.